Welcome back, guys, for another pick a card. And today's topic, we're going to uncover what is your spirit animal guide, as well as the messages for you. We have 3 crystals to choose from. Group number 1, Hematite. Group 2, Zebra Jasper. And we have Shungite for group number 3. So those are the 3 options. Again, group 1, group 2, group number 3. Take your pick. Hematite, let's get started. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number 1. King of Cups. You have your 7 of Water. Judgment. Nine of Wands, although it came out in reverse. 4 of Swords. And then Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Star. All right, so group number 1, I'm actually seeing here water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Scorpio on the table. And then we also have air signs, most especially Aquarius. So what is your spirit animal guide and the messages as well? Obviously, there's a lot of cards to pull, okay? But at least on the first spread, we're definitely seeing here dolphin or killer whale with the King of Cups over here, okay? Also getting here hawk for some of you. Heron is also strong here. Jellyfishes, okay? So later on, we're going to be pulling up more cards since this is a general reading. And yes, I would suggest for you to only take what applies. But the message I'm getting here for group number 1 about what your spirit animal guide wanted to tell you right now, they may be appearing recently for you. Because, by the way, I noticed like last week, there's a lot of signs that I've gotten, okay? And it's really crazy. I've also gotten a lot of signs from angels, and I was surprised that even other psychics and healers who posted some stuff or shared their own story also shared the exact same experience of getting some signs from angels. And so that's why I'm really, kind of like wanting to come up with this kind of a reading. But for this one, it's going to be particularly around spirit animals, because I've seen a lot of, animals or, insects even, okay, that kept on repeating over and over again. And yeah, they hold some meaning. So again, going back to what your spirit animal guide wanted to tell you, group number 1, is that there is actually a need for you to take a step back. Okay, that's their message for you. Maybe you are kind of like being too hard on yourself recently, all right, and it's affecting you emotionally even, okay? Some of you are feeling lost, some of you are feeling distracted, some of you are feeling confused. So I feel that regardless of whatever spirit animal it is for group number 1, that's their message, to take a step back, take a breather, all right, try to get some rest, all right, so you can actually feel rejuvenated again. Because you got here the Judgment card, and Judgment card is also talking about renewal, okay, feeling renewed again, so you can actually feel more alert, more energized, okay? And maybe because of what's going on in your life recently in which it has drained you, or maybe you're too stressed out that it's hard for you to kind of like think, straight recently. And then for others of you, there is also a need for you to take a step back so you can actually see the bigger picture, okay? That's another message I'm getting here for group number 1. And yeah, for others of you, there's also something about yeah, getting that aha moment. There's maybe, going to be some sort of like a wake up call or some sort of like an epiphany for someone out there watching group number one. Okay. Either this has already happened or it will be happening. And that's why they're actually appearing before you. Either you're seeing them everywhere you go on, social media or whatever. Okay. But there's actually going to be some sort of like a significant thing happening for some of you watching group number one, which is going to be a sort of like an epiphany. Okay. Let's see. Let's try to pull up more cards here. Ooh, Five of Pentacles. Opportunity. Let it go. And then great and full. Oh my gosh, wow. Interesting. So let's stop before I pull up more cards here. So, what I'm actually getting for group number one, as part of what your spirit animal guide wanted to tell you right now, is that maybe there is also a need for you to release this Five of Pentacles energy, okay? Five of Pentacles is talking about feeling alone, feeling isolated by everybody, or you're putting more focus on the things that you currently do not have, okay? And with this great and full, this is for me a message or an energy of abundance. Okay, so instead of feeling or putting your focus on, I don't have this, I don't have that, okay, which is just really, going to attract more of what you do not want, okay, your spirit animal guide is giving you that opportunity to realize that you are abundant with this great and full card, okay, to think abundant instead of being in this energy of the Five of Pentacles. For some of you, it can be that you're putting more focus on the loss of what you do not have, and again, this is preventing you from attracting more success, more great things, because your energy is currently focused more on this Five of Pentacles energy, and so they're wanting for you to let it go, okay, to release that energy. And for others of you, like what I said earlier, there is a need for you to take a step back, for you to get some rest. That was so strong. So you can feel rejuvenated again, just like with this great and full card. Because if you're drained, if you're actually, feeling tired and focused or not really grounded, you would feel depleted, okay? So there's a need for group number one as well to take a step back, take a breather, all right? You can ground and meditate as well, so you can actually charge your battery, so you can feel energized again. That was so strong for group number one, okay? So only take what applies, because I'm seeing here two messages about you releasing this Five of Pentacles energy, feeling lack about something, or feeling isolated, or putting more focus on what you currently do not have at the moment, because that's blocking you or preventing you from seeing the things that you should still be grateful about, and for you to attract as well more blessings, more opportunities out there. Let's see what else. Yeah, look at that, dry desert. So there's that energy of feeling alone, feeling deserted, okay, just like what I said, because the Five of Pentacles energy is also a card that talks about feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold, right? And again, dry desert, there's actually that energy of, there's lack of water because you're in the desert, okay? There's that energy of lack for sure for group number one. And then you got new supportive connections. Co-create. Courage. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we've discussed this already with a dry desert. Okay, feeling abandoned, feeling alone, or feeling, as if that you lack a lot of things recently, okay? Whether it's an actual person, maybe because of what happened, okay? Or maybe because you have lost a huge amount of money, or you don't have this, you don't have that, okay? So I'm just really getting here that that's the energy that needs to be released, okay? But for some of you, I'm also getting here that there is also a need for you to be courageous in your current situation, to have the strength, all right, to overcome any fear that you may have at the moment, okay, in your situation. For some of you, I'm also getting here that, yeah, with this new supportive connections, I feel that this is also kind of like trying to tell you, group number one, that if even if you lost somebody that you really are close with or that you really love, it's just opening up an opportunity, because you got the opportunity card earlier. It's just opening up an opportunity for you to meet somebody who's going to be vibrating at the same frequency as yours. Okay, it may be hard for you to kind of like see it now. Maybe that's the epiphany that we're actually talking about earlier. Okay, or there's going to be a huge wake-up call, and I feel that eventually you will come to realize that, yeah, maybe that relationship did not work because there is a lesson that I needed to learn from it anyway. But it's just opening up a new door. When a door closes, there's a new door that would be opened, right? And so for now, even if this new connection is not coming in just yet, maybe there is a need for some of you watching group number one to let go of something, okay? And to let go of the energy of putting your focus on what you currently do not have or what you no longer have, okay? Because they're actually showing me here that there's going to be an opportunity being presented to you soon. So whether it's new people who's going to be of help to you, or it can be something related to romance, whatever this is, okay? But you have to have the courage to release this, okay? To release something from your past that is no longer serving you even. And yeah, I'm also getting here that, yeah, with this egg over here, there's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a new chapter, which is really interesting because you got new supportive connections. There's that element of newness for some of you guys. Some of you, it's kind of like hard for you to adjust to some changes that has happened, okay? And yeah, change is also a scary thing for most of us, right? But yeah, it's just really, redirecting us to a path that we're really meant to be in. Okay, for now, maybe it's kind of like hard for us to accept it, or we're struggling to embrace the changes, but it's just really kind of like pushing you towards that path, because this is actually for your highest good. And yeah, it takes courage as well to accept the truth is another message I'm hearing right now. Okay, maybe the situation that you are in is kind of like, yeah, kind of like pushing you to be courageous, to acknowledge the truth, to accept the things that has happened. But yeah, you're off to a brand new chapter, group number one, okay? There's going to be a new beginning for you guys. So again, like what I said, when a door closes, another door opens. Let's pull it more. Third eye chakra. Door to healing, or door to personal healing and happiness. Prosperity begins again. Aces is always talking about new start or new beginnings, you guys. Interesting. Let's see what else. Pride. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually drawn to this third eye chakra, group number one, because earlier I heard that very strongly from spirit, that there is a need for you to take a step back so you can see things clearly. All right. And sometimes we fail to see it when we're actually, just wrapped up about the event that just happened. Okay, it's hard for us to see why is this happening, what's really going on. Okay, but I'm actually, picking up very strongly from your spirit animal guide group number one that there is a need for you to really take a step back so you can see the bigger picture, or you can see things from a different angle. Okay, and that's why I'm picking up that sooner or later you will have a sort of like an aha moment, like, okay, I'm seeing it now. All right, things are clear to me now. So maybe that's also the reason as to why you're probably also getting signs about the spirit animal guide that's appearing here in your spread. For a lot of you, it's birds, okay? It can be a dove. For some of you, it's also a falcon or a hawk. That was so strong. Others of you, I'm actually picking up owl if it's actually, belonging to the bird family. And then I'm also getting here that there's going to be a new start for a lot of you, all right? With this Ace of Pentacles, maybe there's going to be an opportunity again. Because earlier, that's what I heard, that maybe you're not seeing things now with the third eye chakra, but it's just opening up a new door for you, okay? And what has happened to the past is just really, helping you to grow from, okay? This is part of your healing. This is part of your journey, okay? So yeah, this is so beautiful. I feel that whatever this is, whether it's related to money or career or even, love and romance, it's really something good, okay? And your guide or your spirit animal guide also wanted you to honor yourself and to really, give yourself a pat on the back, all right? Because even if you've gone through something really painful and very difficult, your spirit animal guide wanted you to be proud of yourself with this pride card, all right? And again, to embrace that this is just a part of your journey. It's part of your healing. It's part of your growth. Wow. I love this for you, group number one, okay? So let's pull up more. Again, owl. Okay. You got the harvest. Crazy. Wow. Let's see. And it's interesting, it says here gratitude. We were just talking about that earlier. And then you got mouse spirit. Ebb and flow. Rainbow, blessings. Oh my gosh, you keep on getting that word, blessings. Wow. And then he got internet. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Okay. All right, so group number one, this is really good, okay? Because number one, this is exactly what we were just talking about earlier. There's something about letting go of the Five of Pentacles energy that you're probably in right now, okay? You may not realize it, but maybe because of the things that has been going on in your life recently, you may have the tendency to put more focus on the things that you don't like, okay, or the things that are not working well in your life, okay? And because of that, it's actually preventing you from seeing even the things that you should still be grateful about, because you got your gratitude. And we were just talking about that earlier. So your animal guide is wanting for you to step away from that, okay? To be aware, because for me, owl is also about wisdom. It's about knowledge or awareness, all right? And so I feel that by doing that, by stepping away from that Five of Pentacles energy or the lack consciousness or the poverty consciousness, blessings are going to flow into your life again, all right? There's also a message around being, in the flow, okay? Riding the waves is really, really strong here, all right? And there's also something about balance. So maybe because of what's going on in your life right now, you may be off balance, you may be all over the place. That's why I heard earlier that there's a need for a lot of you to take a break, to take a breather. Like, okay, I need to recharge my battery so I can actually feel rejuvenated again. And so that's the strongest message I'm carrying for group number one so far, as well as embracing who you truly are. That's another thing that I'm getting here with this internet, because it says here, embrace the fact that you are the world, okay? And I'm also, picking up like there is a need for you to be gentle on yourself, all right? They understand what you're going through, all right? It's really difficult for a lot of you, all right? But they're actually, saying that this is part of your growth. This is going to make you stronger than ever before, okay? And it's also teaching you some lessons from a past or a difficult experience that you're still currently faced with. This is crazy, yeah. Because again, I'm also seeing here a mouse. Whoa. You got the mouse spirit and you got a mouse over here. This is not a cat. It's way too small for it to be a cat. So it's a white mouse. Are you kidding me? Yeah, because Spirit was like, take a look at the harvest card. And I was like, okay, I already discussed gratitude because that's what they wanted me to discuss. But on top of gratitude and abundance, there's definitely also something about being patient, okay? Because you got the ebb and flow. So maybe there is a need for group number one to also be patient. Maybe, you are feeling frustrated because things are actually not happening the way you wanted it to be, all right? But again, when you are actually very impatient, it actually creates more stagnation. And remember, this is something that I've discussed before in most of my readings. And just to share it to you guys again, which is the hardest lesson as well that I've learned too, is that this is pertaining to a person that I really wanted to be with. That was years ago. I consulted 3 different psychics. I paid a huge amount of money. They don't even need cards to read. They gave me a specific month. Okay, it never happened. And to think I was literally like marking down all of the calendar, the days on the calendar. And it was like, what is going on? They got it right. I mean, all 3 of them. I mean, they said the same things. But why is it that it didn't happen? And so I've learned in my spiritual journey that everything is energy, all right? So the more that you kind of like highlight or magnify that energy of waiting, okay? And so it's putting you in a state of lack, okay? Because you're waiting and waiting and waiting. And so there's fear as well. Like you're too anxious. Why is it not happening yet? When is it happening? Okay, so it's definitely going to create stagnation in the process. And so I feel that this is a message as well for some of you watching group number one to be in the flow, all right? To be patient and to be grateful for the now, okay? Because a lot of us, we don't realize at times that we just really try to put our focus mostly either on the past. Okay, we keep replaying the past and it's just really making us upset or sad or what? Or we tend to just jump on the future all the time without realizing that the present moment is really, really important to be in the now. So I feel that's another message I'm getting for group number one, to appreciate the moment, to be grateful for what you have right now. Okay, so that more great things are going to happen for you, especially if you are in this energy of abundance, or you are thinking abundant, you're feeling, very grateful for the things that you currently have at this very moment. Okay, to embrace the moment. And there's also a message around not losing, hope on something. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, there's something about not seeing your situation as if it's impossible. Okay, because when it comes to the universe, nothing is impossible. Okay, you just gotta trust. You just have to be in the flow and surrender to the universe that the universe knows what's best for us. Wow, I love your reading, group number one. So, before we actually get some messages for you, group number one, the strongest that I'm seeing as your spirit animal guide, it would be dolphin for some of you, or killer whale. That's really, really strong. For others of you, I'm getting either a hawk or a falcon or a dove or owl. Owl is so strong. It appeared twice for you guys, okay? Plus mouse. Mouse spirit, okay? And then it says here, tend to the small things. So maybe, in order for you to get something really great or big in the future, you have to learn how to tend to the small things, okay? To put your focus there right now. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I love your reading, group number one. But before we wrap things up, let me get a random message for you. Let's see. Let's start off with this one. Any message for group number 1? Oh gosh, you got 2. And crazy, you got new direction. How many times you've gotten the word or the keyword new? Right? We were just talking about like there's that element of newness for group number 1. You're off to a brand new chapter, okay? But maybe it's about time to let some things go as well. That's another message from your spirit animal guide, because it's preventing you as well from achieving something far more better. Okay, it can be new supportive connections. You're probably always thinking about the past, not realizing that the past was just there for you to learn, from, okay? And it's going to be helping you to grow from that situation. So, yeah, whether it's a new career for some of you, that's another possibility. But anyway, let's read your cards or your messages. You got passion. So let's read it. Love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, Kundalini, oh my god, I said Kundalina. Kundalini, the sun, giver of life, strength, a gift, new infusion of energy, something beyond your control. Surrender. Are you kidding me? We're just talking about surrender. Yeah, because there are some things that are not within our control, right? And we gotta appreciate or embrace the fact that we have to surrender to a higher force, okay, to the creator, okay, that the higher force or the supreme being, the source, is really in control of everything, okay? So yeah, maybe that's the strongest message as well for some of you watching group number 1, to just really surrender to a higher force out there, okay? And at the same time, I'm also getting here based on this passion card that maybe, all right, that's what's going to be renewed for a lot of you. You would feel renewed again. You would feel as if you were actually highly charged up again, because that's the message I'm hearing earlier, that a lot of you are being asked by your spirit animal guide to take a breather or to take a step back. All right, so you would actually charge your batteries. Maybe it's really drained right now because of the things that's been going on, okay? So that when you come back, you're feeling more charged up, you're feeling more inspired and all that, okay? So yeah, it says here new infusion of energy as well. So there's that element of newness again. Like there's going to be an event or an important event, or there's that feeling of feeling as if that, yeah, this is something I haven't felt for a long time. Like I feel new again. I feel reborn again, which is also the reason that's why I got the Judgment card, okay? Because you have your new direction, and let's see here. Life may seem like a whirlwind at the moment. Exactly, that's what we were talking about earlier. Yet there is a divine order to the present circumstance. What may appear as chaos is often angelic forces of the universe at work. After the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction, a time of renewed health, joy, and abundance. Oh my gosh, wow. This is really crazy. And so I feel that for group number 1, this is what you have felt. Like, what is going on in my life? It's very chaotic, okay? And that's normal. Everybody, even myself, all right, we have been experiencing a lot of, chaotic times recently. It's been going on for a long time, actually. And I thought I was just all alone, like, yeah, maybe it's just happening to me, but only to realize that even my clients, I was like, oh my gosh, they too are experiencing the same things. And so, yeah, I feel that what this message is basically telling you, group number 1, is that you may not understand what's going on at the moment. You may not have the answers right now. Why is this happening? Okay? What is this for? But this is also, kind of like helping you. There's that message of redirection. I just said that earlier, and he got the new direction, okay? So there is that message of you being redirected to a different path where you would feel renewed again, you would feel inspired again. That's why it says here new infusion of energy, right? Maybe, yeah, you would also notice that your health is improving, all right? You're feeling more abundant as well, okay? So yeah, just allow the storm to clear, group number 1, okay? But be strong and know, all right, that you're just being steered by the universe to a far more better location or a different direction than you are currently in right now. Oh my gosh, I love your reading. So let's get one last message. New beginnings? Are you kidding me? You saw me shuffle. That's why I really love, oh gosh, I really love real time shuffling. So, haven't you noticed, group number one, you keep on getting the keyword new. That's why I'm really picking up there's that element of newness for group number one. That's the reason as to why you've been seeing all of these spirit animal, okay? Or this is what your spirit animal guide wanted you to know as well, okay? That you're off to a new start, you're off to a new beginnings. Just like with the Ace of Pentacles that we were just talking about earlier, all right? So anyway, it says here, this fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Okay? So, yeah, not necessarily a baby for a lot of you, of course, because it's a general reading, but you're just off to a new chapter. Maybe there's going to be a new, inspiring, or a brilliant idea, which is going to be really successful for you guys, all right? And yeah, for some of you, by the way, I'm also picking up in terms of spirit animal guide, which is what the reading is all about, on top of killer whale or dolphins, as well as mouse. That was so strong. Owl is so strong. Falcon or hawk is so strong. I'm also getting here butterflies for you. Okay, so only take what applies. But these are the messages from your spirit animal guide. I love your reading, group number one. I hope it gave you some guidance. It also gave you some clarity in your situation. So there you go. I'll see you again, as always, next week. Bye-bye, guys. Hi, Zebra Jasper. Let's uncover what is your spirit animal guide and the message that they wanted to tell you as well. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number two. First card, you got strength. Judgment. Two of Wands. Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords. Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. All right, definitely a lot of water signs over here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Scorpio. We also have here Swords energies, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And then we have Leo, if it's actually fire. All right, so group number two, what is your spirit animal guide? So obviously, we're just starting. We're still going to be pulling up a lot of cards later on for us to identify fully what is your spirit animal guide. And please note as well, that is a general reading, so only take what applies. We may definitely have multiple spirit animal guides here. But for a lot of you, I'm actually noticing there's a lot of birds as well, just like for group number one, okay? So whether this is actually a hawk for some of you, eagle, all right? It can also be dove. And then we also have here beetle or scarab, okay, for some of you. So anyway, the message that I'm getting here for group number two is quite interesting. There is a message from your spirit animal guide to kind of like let go of some of the things that are no longer serving you. Maybe you've been holding on to something for way too long, okay? Either you've been waiting on something, it's not happening, and so it's causing a lot of stagnation, or it's causing you to feel stuck over a past situation. That was so strong for group number two. And so I feel that this is what your spirit animal guide wanted you to realize, okay? That maybe it's about time to finally let go of the past, to put an end to the past as well. And that they are kind of like encouraging you to be strong, okay? To accept what has happened over a past or a recent situation and to just keep on moving forward, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm getting for group number two. It's quite different from group number one when it comes to messages. But in terms of spirit animal, I'm definitely seeing here birds is so strong, okay? Whether it's falcon or hawk or dove, as well as beetle as well. But Let's see. We're still going to be pulling up a lot of cards here, but in terms of messages, there's definitely something about letting go of the past. Yeah, you got Seven of Water over here. See, you got courage to be strong, okay? So maybe, yeah, it takes courage for us to embrace the reality or to embrace the changes, even. So maybe for some of you, something just occurred. It was hard for you to accept the truth, or it was hard for you to embrace the recent changes as well. And so, again, your spirit animal guides are kind of like encouraging you, okay? Of course, they understand that it's quite difficult for you to process that or to embrace the changes that has happened. In fact, I'm even hearing for somebody watching group number 2, you may have lost a loved one, whether this is a family member or a person that you really, really love. And yeah, your spirit animal guide is just giving you a lot of, encouragement. You may be seeing them everywhere, okay, or maybe even social media, like images of some specific animals, just like birds, all right, or the beetle. It's just your spirit animal guide wanting for you to stay strong, knowing that the situation is very, very painful. It's very difficult, but this is something that you will overcome, is what I'm hearing, okay? Let's see, what else? The power of purpose. A deep breath. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is your spirit animal guide saying, all right, to not be distracted, because Seven of Cups is also a distraction card for me. Why? Because the Seven of Cups is also a confusion card. It's hard for you to figure out which is which, like which of these cups should I choose. Okay, so there's that energy of you feeling confused in your situation or feeling distracted. And the reason as to why I'm picking up the word distraction, because you got the power purpose, and if I read this intuitively, we see here this dartboard. Okay, so there's something about you putting your focus on the right things, okay? Making sure that you are balanced emotionally, all right? Or making sure that you put your focus on what is really going to be good for you, okay? What is going to be helpful or beneficial to your situation. Not to be distracted with the outside elements or some things that are just basically kind of like distracting you from your true purpose or your true goal. That was so strong, okay? And even with this deep breath, I feel that for group number 2, there is a need for you to kind of like balance, okay? Or to go within, all right? So you would actually be more calmer, all right? You'll be able to regain your balance back into your life. That's actually what I'm picking up. And yeah, with this deep breath, maybe, yeah, because things are overwhelming, things are all over the place, then maybe there's a need for you guys to just take a step back as well. Take a breather, right? That's why I got deep breath over here. So you can actually be more alert, more focused on the things that you should be putting your focus on in the first place. Wow. This is interesting. Let's see, what else? Acceptance. And again, dove. Oh gosh. So yeah, for group number 2 so far, you keep on getting doves, okay? Dove is a symbolism of freedom and peace and hope, okay? So yeah, let's see. Let's try to pull up more cards. Rescue. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. It's quite interesting because earlier you just got that card from a different deck, right? You got the power of purpose. Haha. Talk about synchronicity, you guys. Now you got here purpose. Clean it up. Okay. All right, let's stop here. What I'm actually getting as another message for some of you watching group number 2 about the message from your spirit animal guide. Some of you watching, you guys are healers, okay? I keep on hearing that. You have this very, powerful healing ability, natural healing ability as well. So I feel the reason as to why you might be also seeing some signs from your spirit animal, or you kept on seeing them everywhere, or basically what they just wanted to deliver to you guys is that they wanted you to realize your true purpose. What are you here for? Okay? What are you meant to do in this lifetime? And I feel that had something to do with being of service to people, okay? Being of help to people. Just look at this acceptance card, all right? Like extending a hand to someone. So I'm getting here for group number 2. Your spirit animal guide wanted you to kind of like remind yourself again that, yeah, this is my true purpose. This is what I'm being called to do. Whether you have been doing it already, because for some of you, I feel that, yeah, something just happened in which you probably felt as if that maybe this is not the path for me anymore. Some of you may have felt as if that you got distracted, okay, is what I'm hearing. Like you were distracted from your true purpose. Maybe some of you watching group number 2, this is already what you've been doing ever since. Especially for those who are resonating that, yes, I'm a healer. So whether you're a pranic healer or you're a Reiki master or whatever, okay? But something happened and I feel it kind of like distracted you a little bit and it kind of like made you feel really confused. Like, is this really what I'm supposed to do? That you begin to question your true purpose, okay? But what your spirit animal guide is saying that, yes, this is your true purpose. Whatever it is that has happened in your past, it's just part of your growth, okay? We always grow, okay? Growing is a never-ending process. Even if we're already in our 90s or 80s, all right? We're still learning and growing, okay? And so I feel here that for group number 2, especially for the healers watching, and you've been doing this ever since, okay? They wanted you to be reminded of what is your true role here. And that is to be of help to people, to humanity, okay? Even with this clean it up. So again, I'm getting a healer energy, okay? So that's a strong message for some of you. And then for others of you, maybe this is just opening up an opportunity for some of you to realize that this is your true purpose. Especially if you haven't been doing it just yet, but you are actually being given an opportunity from the spirit world, okay? Pursue this true calling or purpose for you, which is around helping people or to be of service to people, whether it's in the medical field, whatever, okay? And then lastly, I'm also hearing that for some of you, the message I'm getting from your spirit animal guide, there is something about being able to accept or receive help from someone. Okay, so a lot of you guys who chose group number 2, you are very powerful, you're strong, okay? Although there is a tendency as well that some of you may want to hide your vulnerability. Either you're afraid to communicate, your feelings to someone about what's going on in your life, right? Or you just kind of like wanted, to project to people that you're okay, because they really don't want, to be viewed by others as weak. And so I'm getting here that there is a need for some of you watching group number 2 to realize that, hey, or to remind yourself that, hey, even if I'm strong, I'm still a human being, okay? Just to give you an example, you guys, all right? And again, I'm just going to use this from the Bible, right? Where Jesus Christ is a healer, right? We all know that Jesus Christ is a healer, and he has been helping millions and millions, if not billions of people out there. But he realized he was so tired. Like, I'm exhausted. And then he actually had this realization too that, yeah, I'm actually in a human body. Okay, that's why I am tired. So I needed to take some rest. So I feel there's that strong message for group number 2 as well. To be, to be aware, all right, that you are also a human being, okay? Even if you're the strongest person out there, that you're just a human being and that it's okay, all right, to be vulnerable. It's okay to accept help or to receive help from someone. Maybe some of you, you're kind of like not wanting to do that because, again, you don't want people to see your vulnerability, or you see that as, oh, okay, they would see my weakness. All right. I don't know. I'm getting that as well for somebody watching group number 2. Yeah, a lot of healers are watching group number 2, I notice. Okay. So yeah, for some of you, it's you realizing your true purpose, your life purpose, or what are you meant to do on this lifetime. Okay, let's see. Conflict. Oh my gosh, heartache and loss. Okay. Door to value. Yeah, I knew it. You got the Tower card. Rebuild. Okay. So yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. I can't believe it. So just to echo what I just discussed at the very start of the reading, I feel that for group number 2, what your spirit animal guide wanted you to know, number 1, like what I said earlier, some of you probably went through something that is really, or still going through something really challenging. You got the conflict over here. There were some sudden, unexpected changes with the Tower. And that's why I said earlier that some of you are having a hard time embracing the reality, or embracing the changes, that you don't realize that you're kind of like stuck over a past event. And your spirit animal guide is actually encouraging for you to move forward, okay? To move forward or to move on from that, because they're wanting you to know that there's far more beautiful, possibilities and opportunities for you out there, all right? And so if you're actually going to be trapped from a situation from the past, then it's really going to make you feel stuck, okay? Some of you, either you lost a person, some of you, it may be that you lost a possession, okay? It can be a huge amount of money, whatever this is, or you may have lost your job, okay? Whatever, because it's a general reading. But they're actually showing me here, all right, that Tower moment happened for a reason. That whatever it is that has happened for you in the recent past is not for your highest good. Okay, it may be hard for us to realize that right now, or to see that right now, but sooner or later you will. Okay, but in order for you to see that, you need to heal, and you need to maybe that's why I got the acceptance card. Okay, acceptance card, because yeah, whenever there are some things that we are unprepared for, all right, it's hard for it to accept the reality. It's hard for it to accept the truth. But once, you're ready to accept it, or once you've fully embraced it, and you're ready to move forward, you're ready to move on, okay, and start a brand new beginning for yourself, later on you would realize, okay, now I see why all of those things happened, okay? It's just really directing me to something else, or to a brand new opportunity out there, all right? And yeah, the first step to healing is acceptance, okay? Acknowledgement. Always remember that. So yeah, you got the Tower moment. So maybe it's really hard for us to see why these things are happening, why those changes occurred. But this is just basically, telling us that something is not good anymore for us. Something is not for our highest good. Okay? And you're just being kind of like prepped for something far more better that is really, for you, group number 2, whatever that is. It can be a natural person, it can be a job, okay, whatever, okay? Wow, I love your reading. Totally different energy from group number 2, or rather 1. And I'm also getting here, you keep on getting the number 4, yeah, in terms of repeating numbers. Let's see what else. kinship. Okay. Grasshopper spirit. Okay. Perspective. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Dance. Bring it into form. Hidden path. Okay. Wow. This is very interesting, group number 2. I love your reading. There's a lot of orange as well for you guys, okay? Which is sacral chakra, all about desire and passion. Okay, so group number 2. I'm definitely seeing here that what your spirit animal guide wanted you to wanted to let you know right now is that, yeah, they wanted you to take a giant leap of faith about something, okay? Because a lot of you chose group number 2. You may be kind of like feeling stuck over something or over the past is what they're showing me, okay? But maybe this is a time for you to finally have the courage to accept the reality, to accept the current or the present moment, and to really step out of your comfort zone even. That's another message. And there's also something about looking at your past situation from a different pair of lens, okay, with a perspective card. Then maybe it's hard for you to see it right now. You may see it or view it as something that's just totally bad. But like what I said earlier, that tower moment had to happen because it's preparing you for something far more better. All right, we may not see that right now. It's hard for us to kind of like accept the truth because it's not there yet. But in order for you to see it, then maybe this is a message from your spirit animal guide to take that leap of faith. All right, to give it a shot. All right, to be courageous, to make that move. All right, to make that or to initiate some changes even in your life. Okay. And then you got hidden paths. So like what I said, something is hidden. Something is actually probably not making sense at the moment. But yeah, you're being encouraged by your spirit animal guide to move, all right? To initiate some movement or some changes in your life, all right? And to put those ideas into form as well. And again, look at this. You see our pair of legs or feet, okay? So I'm just getting that there is a message from your spirit animal guide to make that move, okay? Like, come on. Don't allow yourself to be stuck over the past, okay? See the past from a different perspective, why things happen. Or maybe you may not have the ready answers yet, why those things occurred, but you're being encouraged by your guides to just keep on moving forward, okay? Yeah, and another thing that I'm also getting here for group number 2 is that with this kinship card, it can be also related to, for some of you, it's related to some people that you may have lost, all right? Or it can be a certain type of connection, okay? This is all about love and romance. And then I'm also getting here that your spirit animal guide wanted you to know that, hey, we're here right behind you. We're always supporting you, okay? So don't be afraid. Take that leap of faith. Come on, let's go. That's what I'm hearing right now, okay? Your guides, group number 2, they're really like cheerleaders, okay? Even your spirit animal guides, they're really kind of like giving you that confidence, or they're boosting your confidence. They're trying to motivate you, all right, to initiate some changes or to take some form of action, to put those ideas, brilliant ideas that you have into form, just like with this message over here, okay? And in terms of spirit animal guide, well, we got grasshopper. Earlier it was dove. That was the strong spirit animal guide that we picked up earlier. But again, also be grasshopper. We have rabbit over here. We have fox over here, as well as, lizard. But yeah, the strongest for me would be dove, as well as grasshopper, of course. So yeah, before we wrap things up, group number 2, we're going to be pulling up some random messages for you guys from your spirit animal guide. Let's see, what else do they want to tell you right now? sacred knowledge. So let's read. Ancient and sacred knowledge is waiting within the heart of the earth, yearning to be discovered. Crystals hold the key. Connect energetically with the earth and her crystal realm. Healing, love, and abundance result. Okay, so yeah, that's maybe why at the very beginning of this reading, I actually heard from your spirit animal guides or your guides to take a breather and to just ground, go into nature, all right? And also to work with crystals, because it says here crystals hold the key. So yeah, to connect with Mother Gaia or with Mother Earth. By doing so, all right, I feel this is going to help you to feel more calm, all right, to feel more grounded and balanced, okay? Because for group number 2, that's the message I'm getting from your spirit animal guides, that something occurred to you recently in which it left you feeling off balance, or it's hard for you to really think straight, okay? You're feeling lost, you're feeling confused about something, okay? You may also work with amethyst, by the way, in terms of crystal, because that's what I'm hearing right now, okay? Although you chose zebra jasper, but I heard amethyst very strongly. Anyway, let's see what else. Magical gateway. So let's read your message. It says here, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Are you kidding me? We were just talking about that earlier. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Hold up. Yeah. See? That's exactly what your spirit animal guide wanted you to know. Remember, we were just talking about that. Like, you probably are not really sure of what's ahead of you. And you're probably kind of like finding it so mysterious if you make this move or if you take this initiative, because that's the thing, when we're actually, you know, are not aware of what's ahead of us, we get fearful, we get scared. And that's why you got the message from the grasshopper spirit to take that leap of faith. Like, be courageous, you can do this, all right? It's like your spirit animal guides are definitely like cheerleaders to tell you, you know, they're really trying to boost your confidence. Like, go for it, all right? Don't be afraid. Take that leap of faith, all right? We're here right beside you. You can do this. So, yeah, because it's actually usually rooted from fear. When we're not aware of what's ahead of us, okay, we tend to just, you know, hold back. We're not sure if this is really, you know, the right thing to do, okay? So, yeah, I love your reading, group number 2, because it says here, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Are you kidding me? So yeah, it takes strength really to accept the situation, to move on. That's exactly what we were just talking about earlier, didn't we? Right? So yeah, you're being encouraged by your spirit animal guide, group number 2, to keep on moving forward. See? That's really their message for you. I can't believe this. This is such a creepy reading. So yeah, they're really, you know, maybe that's why I said earlier, like, there's something about movement. Okay, there's really something about movement or initiating some action on your part, or to make a move on something, to take that giant leap of faith, all right, to step out of your comfort zone. And let me just go back to one of your cards as well. Where is that card? Yeah, you actually got that card earlier about, yeah, there you go. You got courage, right? So, and it says here, it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. So yeah, like what I said, group number 2, you are being asked to be fearless, to be bold and fearless, group number 2, by your spirit animal guide, all right? To take that leap of faith, to go ahead and open that door that's waiting ahead of you, okay? That maybe it's about time for you to just really let go of the past, okay? Not to look back into it anymore. Because like what I said, it's preventing you from, yeah, welcoming a brand new start, or maybe a far more beautiful, you know, opportunity out there, okay? Otherwise, you would be spending years and years staying in the same situation as you are right now, okay? But again, there is a need on your part, group number 2, to initiate some big changes. And yeah, they're wanting for you to be strong and courageous in doing so. I love your reading. So there you go, group number 2. In terms of the spirit animal guides, we have hawk. Dove is the strongest, actually. You got grasshopper spirit as well, all right? That was so strong too. And what else? What else did you got earlier? Yeah, I feel that's the strongest for group number two. A lot of them are birds, but yeah, dove was the strongest. Yeah, I was trying to look at your other cards over here if there's anything else. Rabbit for others of you, okay, but the strongest would really be, dove, falcon, or hawk, as well as, yeah, um, what else? Yeah, grasshopper. There you go. And grasshopper, it's also talking about, yeah, taking a leap of faith or being courageous and stepping out of your comfort zone or taking, some form of action that you haven't probably done before, all right? Or you're probably just basically holding back because you're not sure if this is really the right thing to do at this point. Or maybe if I'm going to do this, maybe I might fail, all right? There's actually that message of you being able to overcome your fears, group number two, okay? So anyway, that's all I have for you. I love your reading. Very, very beautiful. I'll see you again, as always, next week. Bye-bye, guys. Shungite, let's get started. We'll try to ask Spirit, what is your spirit animal guide and the messages that they have for you as well. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number three. Three of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Death. King of Swords. Three of Wands. Judgment. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. Okay. So I'm seeing here a lot of earth energies. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And then we also have here swords energies, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We also have fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have Scorpio, if it's water. All right, so group number three, what is your spirit animal guide and the messages as well for you? Well, obviously, since we're just beginning or starting this reading, we are still going to be pulling up a lot of cards for us to identify fully what is your spirit animal guide. And please note as well that since this is a general reading, there's going to be multiple, and so only take what applies. But so far, we're seeing here bees. We're also seeing here falcon or hawk again, okay? Snake for others of you. Now, as for the message, this is really beautiful, okay? I'm definitely seeing here for group number three, especially if you've been experiencing some sort of like issues or conflict around your work or career, or it can also be around your business. Business is so strong, okay? So I'm hearing that somebody watching group number three is really kind of like very much challenged in their finances or around their business. So regardless, whether it's your own business or you're working for someone or you're having some issues around your career, I'm definitely seeing here that things are actually going to be improving. I feel that's also what your spirit animal guide wanted you to know, that there's going to be some form of rejuvenation or feeling of being renewed again after a long period of drought, maybe, or after a long period of, hardship, which is really beautiful. There's also a message around being very, disciplined around your finances as well. That's another message I'm getting from your spirit animal guide. And yeah, you got the death card. So death is discarding or releasing something, or just like with this, snake over here, shedding some skin. Okay, so I feel that there's really going to be a new start. As you do the shedding, okay, there is going to be a new start or a new chapter for you guys, in which this is going to make you feel brand new, okay, which is so beautiful. Let's try to pull up more cards here. And by the way, in terms of repeating numbers, you keep on getting the number 3. Let's see, what else, Spirit? Seven of Air. trust, call of the muse, patience. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I'm picking up earlier for group number three. So, for a lot of you, this is related to your work or your career, your finances. Maybe you're waiting for the harvest time with this green corn moon, okay? And you're like, feeling frustrated. Things are actually not falling into place, or things are not lining up for you. You've been waiting because you got the Three of Wands energy earlier. Three of Wands is waiting for the ships to arrive. And so I'm getting here that for group number three, that's your energy. You may be kind of like feeling frustrated because there's something that you've been hoping for. You're waiting for the seeds to finally grow and all that, but it's not yet happening, okay? But this is your spirit animal guide saying, all right, that trust that everything is going to be revealed to you. Everything is going to fall into place soon. Stay balanced. That's actually what they're saying right now, okay? And at the same time, I'm also hearing very strongly that for some of you, if you're not resonating with that, I feel that your spirit animal guide wanted you to be more careful around trusting, the wrong people, okay? Or some certain type of connections, okay? Maybe they're giving you a heads up that, hey, you got to be the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is somebody who's really smart and logical, all right? And I feel that this is their message for you to be alert, all right? To be vigilant and to really stay on top of all things is another message I'm hearing right now, okay? Maybe they're giving you some warning signs as well. No wonder you got the death, all right? Because you got here the serpent or the snake. So maybe for some of you, either you're dealing with somebody around you who's very sneaky, somebody that you shouldn't trust, okay? That's for some of you. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. All of a sudden, I didn't get that for group one and group number two. So yeah, maybe whoever this is doesn't want me to talk, okay? But yeah, I'm getting a very sneaky energy for some of you. And so that's why you're getting that heads up or warning from your spirit animal guide to be alert, to be vigilant, okay? Not to trust somebody right away. To make sure that everything is well documented, okay? I don't know why I'm hearing that. Or that before you actually sign, some contracts or what, that it's not too good to be true even, all right? I don't know. I'm getting that very, very clear message right now for someone watching group number three. But for a lot of you, this is your spirit animal guide saying that, yeah, maybe you've been waiting for a long time and all that, but it will happen. It will soon come, okay? Things are going to be moving soon. You just gotta trust, or you just gotta have patience as well. Oh gosh, I suddenly lost my voice again every time for group number three. Out of all the three groups, every time I do a reading, I notice group two and group number three, I usually lose my voice. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's see, what else? Solitude, okay. Empathy. Ooh, truth be told. Okay. Oh, well. All right. Playing it safe. Okay. So, group number three. I'm actually, getting a very specific message right now for some of you guys. There is something about, truth, just like what I said. And maybe that's why we were talking about trust earlier, all right? Maybe there's somebody around you that you need to be kind of like very vigilant about, all right? Maybe, what this person is showing on the outside or what is actually really on the outside is not necessarily what it is, okay? Kind of like all that glitters is not gold kind of feel, okay? So I feel, again, that your spirit animal guide is kind of like trying to remind you, all right, to be wiser, just like with this owl over here, to be wise, to be alert, right? Not to trust something so easily or even someone. For others of you, I'm also getting here that whoever this person is, maybe kind of like playing things safe, all right? Maybe they're kind of like not giving you some straight answers, all right? And you're like, what is going on? You know, why can't you just give it to me straight? Is it black or is it white? Okay, so there's that message for somebody out there watching group number three to kind of like keep your eyes wide open, all right? Be alert, to be wise, okay? Not to be, fooled by someone out there that you might be, dealing with right now in your life, whoever this is for you. And then for others of you, I'm also getting here that you're being asked as well from your spirit animal guide to, be empathic about the situation. Maybe there's also somebody around you who's kind of like having a hard time expressing themselves to you, okay, or telling some things that they're probably just holding back to themselves. And you're being called as well to kind of like realize with the solitude, I'm drawn to the reflection, all right, to realize that maybe the reason as why this person's behaving this way, it's just because of they're playing it safe. All right. It's not to say that they're totally bad, but it's just that maybe you need to kind of like try to be much more understanding of their situation as well. And that's why you have empathy, to empathize, meaning you have to see yourself as if you're experiencing the same situation as what they're experiencing, right? Or in the same shoe as them, right? And so I'm actually, getting here that your spirit animal guide wanted you as well to be empathic, maybe about a person around you, that this person is kind of like just not really good when it comes to expressing themselves. It's not to say that they're totally bad, all right, or that they're lying to you. It's just that this person's having difficulty being open and transparent. So there's two situations here, okay? Group number three. Oh my gosh, I said number two. Group number three. First is actually to be vigilant and to be careful about the people or some certain connections that you shouldn't trust right away, okay? Especially around business is what I'm getting there. And then for others of you, I'm actually getting that you're being called to empathize, all right? Not to just really judge somebody or maybe, tag this person as a bad person because they're not really telling the truth or they're not really expressing what they needed to express. It's not to say that they're bad. It's just that maybe this person's really having a hard time expressing. No wonder I actually lost my voice. Again, throat chakra blockage, okay? And maybe this person is also playing it safe. So again, take what resonates, group number three, because there's actually a lot of messages here for you guys. Let's see, what else? Transformation. Ooh, envy. Domestic harmony. Balance in reverse. Oh, okay. All right. So group number three, I'm actually getting here that for some of you, there might be some sort of like issues around family here for sure with the domestic harmony. Okay. So either there were some issues, some problems within the family, unit. Okay. Whether this is your immediate family or not. Okay. But I'm actually getting here that the reason as to why you're seeing those, spirit animals everywhere you go, whether it's actually online or even, the places that you go to and you would suddenly see those, spirit animal. it's them kind of like, letting you know that things are going to be changing, okay? That things are being healed. I'm also hearing very strongly as well that for some of you, you might be actually experiencing a lot of difficulties around your finances, because there might be actually some people around you are envious of you, okay? Is what I'm hearing. That was so strong. It can be somebody who's kind of like trying to block your financial success or abundance, is what I heard, okay? And maybe you were kind of like really frustrated. Why is it that things are not falling into place? What's going on? Like, why is it that my finances are suddenly suffering? Like, it wasn't like this before. And that's because I'm getting evil eye very strongly for group number 3, okay? Out of all the 3 groups, maybe that's why I can feel a lot of sensations for this group, unlike with group 1 and group number 2, because I'm getting here that, yeah, the fact that I lost my voice, because usually when I lose my voice, just to let you know, guys, it can be 2 things. Number 1, the person that I'm channeling, all right, either they have throat chakra blockage because they're having a hard time expressing themselves, all right, or they're just keeping some things to themselves. Or number 2, the person I'm channeling is either, was afflicted, okay, whether through black magic, witchcraft, curses, and all that, okay? Either you are doing it yourself or somebody did that to you, okay? Just to let you know, because a lot of people, they are not understanding why are you having this throat chakra blockages. It's not that I have some issues with my throat. It's just an indication that either, number 1, somebody that I'm actually channeling right now is having some throat chakra blockages, or they are also afflicted. Okay, but yeah, in terms of affliction, because I'm getting that either somebody watching group number 3, you are actually getting the evil eye on, from someone who's really envious of your success, okay? But your spirit animal guide wanted you to know that the situation is being healed, okay? They just basically also wanted you as well to maybe cleanse. That was so strong, to perform some cleansing, all right, to keep your life balance again, maybe through meditation, is also very strong. Oh my gosh. See, I'm losing my voice again. This is crazy. I never got that for group 1 and group number 2. Okay. But yeah, I'm seeing here though, which is really positive, that this shall come to an end. Okay. Your spirit animal guides are definitely helping you in this situation. And if you're also going through some sort of like challenges, like what I said, in your family unit or in the household, there will be peace. Okay. As well. Oh my gosh, group number 3, your reading is quite challenging. I'm having a hard time talking, honestly. So that's why I needed to explain about those throat chakra blockages going on. Oh boy, let's see here. Yeah, some of you are probably tarot readers watching, okay? Yeah, I won't be surprised. That's why I'm getting evil eye, okay? And then peaceful. Parrot, okay. Transition. Oh yeah, rebirth, movement. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is so straightforward. You got the key. Let's pull up another one. Okay. And then bring it to form. Okay, you have a lot of cards, group number 3. Okay. If you notice, group number 3, you have a lot of cards about movement as well, just like group number 2, okay? I'm going to start off with this very strong message for some of you watching group number 3, okay? That there is also a need for you to kind of like release some negative attachments, okay? Maybe that's why you got the death card many times. You got it twice, actually. And death is about discarding the old in order for you to welcome the new, okay? To discard some parts of you or things that are no longer for your highest good. And just like with the death card they got at the very beginning, we see a snake, and yeah, it's shedding skin. So for you to have a brand new beginning, and that's exactly what we were just talking about at the very beginning of this reading, okay? So I feel that for group number 3, that's the reason as to why you might be seeing some certain, spirit animal or some animals, and if not, this is just basically what they wanted to tell you, okay? That it's about time to release the old in order for you to welcome the new, okay? Release negative attachments. It can be even, some actual people out there, all right? Or a person that is not good for you anymore, okay? And then I'm also getting here that once you were able to do that, you would notice, all right, that there's going to be that sense of feeling renewed again. There's a lot of changes happening for group number 3 out of all the 3 groups as well, okay? You've been through something really challenging, really difficult, but it's actually going to be preparing you for a brand new start sooner or later, okay? And I'm also getting here that there will be peace again. I just said that earlier when I saw the domestic harmony. Well, yeah, especially if you've been going through a lot of chaotic times around, some family issues. There would be peace. You would be experiencing that again, all right? But also getting here that for some of you, there is also a need for you, group number 3, to kind of like release some things that are no longer for your highest good. Okay, to clear some old energies, negative energies, okay? And then in terms of spirit animal, I'm actually getting here yak, okay, for some of you, Y-A-K. For others of you, butterfly is so strong. And then we also have parrot. This is really interesting, yeah. You got parrot twice. Or this is kind of like not really parrot, but kind of like similar, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, parrot is so strong. Well, you got the parrot spirit, and it says here, watch your words, okay? I'm also getting here that for somebody watching group number 3, somebody may have, gotten, some sort of like a spiritual attack here. I'll be very honest, okay? Maybe there was somebody who was trying to either give you the evil eye, okay, is what I'm hearing. For others of you, it's just really, some psychic or spiritual attack. Okay, maybe you've said something as well, all right? And whoever this is, they didn't like what you said, okay? Or this person didn't like what you just said, and this person suddenly projected their hurt towards you. Some of you are, psychics watching this, or tarot readers, because we see here tarot reader, fortune teller, and yeah. So if you're actually resonating with that, know that your spirit guides are actually helping you. They're protecting you, and this is something that you will be overcoming soon, okay? Stay strong. And maybe there's also a need for you to kind of like cleanse, okay? Some of you are being asked to perform cord cutting, by the way. And as you do that, this is what I'm hearing, as you do that, you would notice that there's going to be a huge shift in your situation. Where things are finally moving, all right? Things are progressing. Okay, I'm not hearing anything else. So yeah, very interesting for group number 3. And I feel as well for group number 3, you will have this aha moment, okay? If you're bothered by something, you're having a hard time figuring things out about your situation, things will be clear soon, all right? Like you will actually have this aha moment soon. Like, okay, now I'm seeing things now. All right, this is crystal clear. I don't know, I'm picking that up. Either somebody's going to be, telling you those things, or somebody's going to disclose that information. And whatever this is, it's going to make you feel at peace. All right? You will feel relief. That sense of relief is so strong. Okay, so again, in terms of spirit animal, as a recap, for some of you, snake is so strong too. What else? We also got here parrot. That was so strong too. We also have butterfly. And then we have rabbit. Okay, so yeah, those are the spirit animal guide for you. Only take what applies, because again, this is a general reading. All right, so it's not just one spirit animal guide for everybody. So only take what applies. But the strongest would be parrot. I tell you that. Okay, um, as well as butterfly. Okay, so before I wrap things up, let me actually pull up a random message for you. Just to share to you guys, I actually asked a psychic healer in the past, like, I asked this psychic about why is it that every time I do a reading, there's some certain readings in which my throat chakra, suddenly gets activated or something is happening with my throat all of a sudden. And that psychic or healer told me it's because of, yeah, affliction, usually. Because he told me that there's a lot of psychics watching my YouTube, okay? And some of them were really, afflicted. And what I actually asked him afterwards was, what do you mean by affliction? What type of affliction? So he actually told me something about either being cursed, okay, or they were also kind of like either going through some sort of like spiritual attacks, or somebody did black magic on them, or what, or they're doing it themselves and they were kind of like judged, okay, by the divine for doing it. Yeah, crazy. Just to share to you, okay? Let's see. Let's get a message for group number 3. Okay, you got passion. Interesting. Group 1, I believe, or if not group 1, no, group number 2 actually got this card. Shine from within. Okay, so you got the passion card, and it says here, love, sexual energy, passions aroused, vital life force, kundalini, the sun, giver of life, strength, a gift, new infusion of energy, something beyond your control, surrender. So again, I'm getting here that you would feel renewed again. You would feel charged up again, group number 3. It's like you would feel inspired and suddenly motivated, whether it's a brilliant idea coming through, all right, or your energy is actually changing for the better. Maybe because of the current situation that you're faced with, it's making you feel drained, okay? It's making you feel exhausted. You're all over the place and all that. But they're actually showing me that sooner or later, you would embrace a brand new emotional experience, okay? Which is really positive, a positive emotional experience in which you're feeling, again, like what I said, passionate, inspired, motivated, or encouraged, okay? And then you got shine from within. And it says here, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within. And it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. So yeah, for some of you, this is a message that you needed to hear from your spirit animal guide. That, yeah, it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to get out there, all right? Explore, show the world what you got. That's another message I'm getting. And then at the same time, it's for you to really embrace who you truly are, all right? Embrace your flaws, your strengths, and be more, authentic, okay? There's something about being authentic. There's something about embracing your truth as well, group number 3. Oh my gosh, I love your reading. So I hope you enjoyed this too. As always, I'll be seeing you again next week. Bye bye, guys.